Yes, welcome back to Wuffy Soca Exchange, where we chop it up with some of the personalities in the soca scene. We're going to talk about stuff inside and outside the culture, and today on Exchange we have one of the establishing members of the Soca Smackdown crew. His name is synonymous with fests like Deja Vu, the popular F Winter Boat Ride, Exhale Boat Ride, and he's also 1/3 of the Fun Society. Today we got the NVJ. Most valuable guy. We got my homeboy Jaret Soca Smackdown. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
So what's going on, man? How you been?
Been alright, working, promoting, trying to get things going off at the Fun Society.
And happy early birthday.
Yes.
As well.
Birthday next week, or in a few days whenever this is June 13th.
Don't know. So today, someone was a little bit late, didn't bring anything to exchange.
I owe you.
Today we're sipping on some Mount Gay.
It's coming.
Got the plastic cups, we got the chafette.
It's coming.
But yeah, you owe me one though.
I owe you. I owe you.
Like,
when I see you next, you go
give me some of that strong stuff.
The strong stuff. In Canada. I'm going to St.Vincent next month.
Okay.
I'm bringing back a bottle of something.
Bless. Alright, so let's get into this. I mean, name Soca Smackdown, where did that come from?
So Soca Smackdown started actually even before I even became a member.
Okay, fair
Before I even started going to fence.
Yeah.
It was Boots.
Yeah.
The one Asian in the crew. He loves wrestling. Wrestling was a thing. Back then when we were all younger, fooling around. Back when soca crews were a thing in fence. He just came up with Soca Smackdown one day.
Nice.
And then logo came out, t-shirts came out, and like a year later, I came in.
Nice, because I admit, like, I remember being on the scene and seeing you guys come to the scene. I remember seeing the t-shirts and I was like, yo, these guys are about to put a girl through a table? Or like get with a chair, do some sort of like acrobatic walk up or something? Like, what's going on? So when I saw that, I was like, okay, but then I know some of the boys in your crew already, so I was like, alright, so these guys must know what they're doing and things, but
yeah, they did. I think I met Keys, the first one. No, Light Skin. A different name now, but Light Skin was the first guy I met. Keys and Boots and all that. And then after a while, we all clicked into
nice. Okay. But do you actually watch wrestling or not?
I watch it now here and there because my mom never let me watch it when I was a kid. So now that I'm a grown man,
you're catching up.
How long I want it. So yes, I watch it here and there when I get the time.
Sure. Wrestling for me was like. It was like the best. It was like the best shit ever back in the day. Like back in the day though. Like, I'm talking like Stone Cold and The Rock and Mankind.
Yes.
Taker. All
Sting and all of them. WCW. All of them. Yes. I used to sneak and watch those things. Now I'm older. Do what I want. So
what actually got you into, I guess, soca music? Like when did you start hearing soca music? I mean, I know a lot of us are gonna say from when we were young, but I mean, what was it about soca that like attracted you towards that music?
So I was born in Montreal first. So other than in my house, soca and reggae. Outside of that, it was top 40, rock and roll, all this stuff. I grew up to Nevada, like.
Oh shit!
Yes, I grew up to white people music. There's no black radio station. Now they're starting to have. But back then you might have one radio show, but there was no station. Nothing. So any Caribbean black culture type music was always at home.
Okay.
So I knew all of the Sparrows, the
Kitchener,
all of them.
Okay.
Beckett, all of those guys growing up from my parents.
So were you actually? Because here's the thing. I don't know when Montreal Carnival started. So was it around when you were a youngster, or?
Yes, Montreal Carnival was actually bigger than Toronto Carnival at one point.
Say word.
Yes.
Okay.
So back, I believe you guys used to be on Yonge Street.
University
Street.
Before my time.
I was in Montreal. We were actually bigger than you.
Say word.
And clearly now Toronto is bigger than biggest in North America. Period.
Yeah.
Montreal's potential, but that's a different story. We're still working our ways back up to the top, but yeah, it's like did carnival back then, but it wasn't really big to me. I was young,
Okay.
Dancing, eating, drinking.
Okay.
But it wasn't until 2007 I went to St. Vincent for carnival. I went to fest with some of my friends I lived down there with. Friends I grew up because So I was in and out of St. Vincent from birth till now. But they were the stand up in the back and drink type.
Yeah.
And if you know me in Feds, that's not me. I'm walking around, I'm talking, blah blah blah. I don't stand up in my spot.
No.
So in 07, when I went with them, I started walking around by myself. Dancing one, two girls.
Yeah.
I wasn't really drinking back then.
Okay. So you were doing this all sober?
Sober.
The courage was sober?
Yes. No liquor courage. I'm just jamming on everyone. Took me a little while to build courage, but I did it. Finally did it. And back then, the first time I saw Destro perform. And Fire Hooper from St. Vincent. Skinny Fabulous before he's a Skinny Fabulous, you know now.
He was a skinnier Fabulous.
Skinnier Fabulous. Pop Child. Back then, before what you know now. Actually, no. The year I went, there was Party Animal.
Okay, yeah.
Just to get to know.
Yeah.
But I knew before that, I was convincing and whatnot. And then when I came back to this round, I'm like, I can do this by myself. So literally, in 07 till 08, maybe mid 09, before my Smackdown, I used to go to the fence by myself every weekend.
Just walking up on anything.
Walking up the thing, chop one girl, make friends, and then blah blah blah, meditate, and that,
and you know, and the thing is too is that I know like the soca scene back in the day, it was very, I wouldn't call it small, but you would see a lot of the same faces. So eventually, we're gonna end up talking anyways to a lot of people. So it makes sense that, you know, you go around by yourself, and then I guess that's how you built up the network, right?
Yeah, I met you, but every year I met you.
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out.
I don't know if it was a fete or someone's barbecue or...
I think it might have been a barbecue. But regardless though, like I saw the face, and then I saw the barbecue, I was like, okay, like, I know this guy. I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what
and that's that. Okay. Nice. Okay, so then, in terms of, I mean, so like, yeah, you made a transition from going to, I guess, little stuff in Montreal, then going out to St. Vincent, and then going here in Toronto. So
even before, like, when I moved down here and blah blah blah, I was just doing dance all parties.
Okay.
That's what everyone was doing. That's all my friends did.
Yeah, true. At that time when
the platinum parties, I went away, then Zone 1, and all these basement jams. Then I got shot up every week, but we're still going back the next week. And then St. Vincent happened, and then I said, no more dance.
Soca. Love soca. Okay, so speaking of soca, so then my first interview with Blackie Locks Jaret, I asked him for his top 3 soca artists, but I felt that that was way too limiting. So I'm extending to top 5.
Top 5.
So
currently right now.
Currently, it could be all time. It's like, to me, it's okay. It's your personal favorite. Top
favorite.
Top 5.
Okay. Beckett.
Okay.
Bungie. Skinny. I like the lyrical stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Full around stuff. Beckett. Sparrow.
Okay.
Miley Sparrow. Actually, no, I'm giving it to Lava Man.
Lava Man, dude.
The first time I ever heard Lava Man, the energy that guy brought.
What song?
I Can't Hear. That's the first song I heard. That's the first song I remember hearing from him. And then after that, I started learning. This is back in 07 when I started learning soca. I'm like,
man,
these guys are madman. And then seeing what he could do in Grenada to a crowd. When he says, take that fence down, that fence is coming down.
Fence is coming down, yo.
Oh, man. Oh, man. If you never see this guy perform live, you need to see this guy perform live.
Actually, no, I've seen him perform, but it was a while ago. And it must have been like a hole in the wall fit, maybe. But I think he was still like relatively new on the scene. But I remember hearing that song, like I Can't Hear, the madness that ensued. I was like, what am I missing? what am I missing here? Because I felt like I was out of the loop, and I was like, okay, I need to like actually pay attention to this guy. Like,
and he's still not as popular as he should be. He's still not getting a booking in Trinidad.
Okay, so you mentioned that. So then, in terms of underrated or underdog soca artists, you can't mention a lot of them. You just mentioned them.
Okay.
Who else do you think is underrated that shouldn't be?
Okay, when it comes to, this is in Toronto. When it comes to Trinidad, under Trinidad, most soca music you hear from. Yeah. In Toronto, if not the world, period.
Yeah.
The world, period.
Yeah.
The most underrated I find right now, who shouldn't be, is Jimmy Neutron. Every single music
as a producer,
he's not underrated producer because people are still.
Okay, I was about to say.
You hear his beats over and over again.
GBM.
But when it comes to his music, every single year this guy has solid quality tunes. True. Changing up the vibe a little bit and whatnot. But you don't hear it. How many GBM Neutron songs you heard this year, 2018, from him? In a Fed. If not in a mix. In a mix, maybe, yeah. Mix.
Yeah.
In a Fed.
You're in a mix.
You know, like, if you haven't heard GBM Neutron Rock 2018, take it in.
Alright, so.
That's
a cosign right there.
Cosign.
Alright.
GBM Neutron. And then, I think Problem Child is still underrated.
Really?
When it comes to his music. If his song doesn't break out in Trinidad,
it's tough to carry forward.
No one pays attention to it. I feel like people need to not concentrate, but look out for the smaller islands.
Yes.
Different vibe. I always tell people, you don't need to go to Trinidad.
Well, I feel like right now St. Lucia production
Lucia's
is
coming up.
It's pretty
very quickly.
It's very nice.
But I guess honestly, me and Amanda, we're listening to Creole music from 2010-ish from time because it might not sound what they're saying, but the rhythm.
But it's the vibe, right?
Amazing.
And that's kind of like part of the origin of soca and calypso. Yep. It's just more about the vibe. You know? If the vibe moves you, then I feel like it should be fast. You may not understand what people are saying. Like, look at a lot of like African music nowadays. You hear a lot of African music within the soca genre.
Even me, I'm new to when it comes to Afro beats and whatnot. I'm still trying to download Afro beat mixes and just trying to learn the 1-2 songs. Love the sound, love the culture. We are all African at the end of the day.
Exactly. So then, speaking about African, I guess, influence within soca and how we're hearing a lot of Lucian production and a lot of Vinci production and a lot of Ghanaian production, where do you, I mean, obviously we don't have a crystal ball, but where do you see soca music going to in the next like 5 years? Like, where do you think that's going to
I feel like people are going to gravitate more to the smaller island soca because the beat's more, I guess, not old school, but when it comes to Trinidad, they're kind of, I'm using Trinidad example as the biggest island out there.
Yeah.
People tend to say they're more, not techno dance, but
electro.
Like, I understand what they're doing. I understand what they're doing. I'm not mad on it. They're trying to cross over.
Yeah.
To the mainstream, which I'm all for it. Power to soca.
You see Nadia Blackman nominated.
Right? She's extremely talented. Extremely talented. But
did you vote?
Of course I did.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
This is the culture.
Wakanda forever.
Listen. But yeah, so like, I feel like, yes, when it comes to crossing over, the electro type soca, how Bungie is sounding now, and the Marshall Montano, all for it. But when it comes to actually partying in the Fed, I believe the small island soca actually has time for the tempo to pick up. Because back in the day, when we were all fed in that sad. What's the basketball word in there? Empress basketball. All those places.
Fox in the Fiddle.
And Northern Tropics for the whole world. Back then, I used to have the groovy soca and then the power soca.
Yeah.
And that were the sets.
That was it, yeah.
Nowadays, it's power and groovy almost sounds the same.
Yep.
When it comes to the mainstream crossover type soca. But then when it comes to the small islands, they still have the groovy and then they still have the power.
And there's still an element of the old school in the sense of there's certain instruments that they use that are reminiscent of back in the day.
Yes, like when it comes to Grenada, it's the conch shell.
Yeah.
Or there,
yeah.
Grenada. Vinci is more flutes, whistles in their soca.
You may hear some accordions.
Yeah.
Times from like Dominica.
And St. Lucia. Well, St. Lucia's changing right now.
Yeah.
But they were more instrumental.
Yeah.
Type soca. And that's 100% Virgin Island soca. Instrumental?
Yeah.
What? Okay. I've been going to St. Thomas Carnival for the past 2 years. I go down there to make costumes. Never been to a fete in my life down there.
Educate.
It's kind of sad. Never been to a fete. Never been to I missed Juve 3 years in a row. Because I'm just working making costumes, unfortunately. But maybe one year I'll finally get to party. I worked so hard, burning my fingers for these women that they're there.
Blue guns, yo.
Yeah. Whoa. But their soca down there, completely different. Toronto's not ready for the soca. They will not know what to do. And everything is instrumental. Maybe not all the words to their songs.
Okay.
But it gets you hyped.
Again, it's the vibe, right? It's the vibe.
Like they could have one rhythm for 12 minutes and just keep saying walk, and you're just moving. You're just moving. You know, like you're just moving. I go to the carnival, of course, because time for us to have fun. Costumes done, everything. So now it's time to have fun.
Yeah.
And the guy, Pump Up, favorite band out of St. Thomas. Or that period.
Yeah.
That guy's on good. Start listening to
I remember you sent me a couple songs and I was digging the vibe. I was like, okay, Jaret might be onto something here because the vibe is nice.
The vibe is beautiful down there. And same in St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Martin, there's the Virgin Islands. They would sing a soca song, whatever. And then they would start singing a Chris Brown song. Paul Jarvis song.
Okay.
On the same soca rhythm.
Wow. Talent, boy.
It sounds like it sounds perfect. Like, you know how, like kind of like reggae when they do a dub and sing over a different beat, but exact same thing, except for soca.
Okay, so St.
Thomas. And their band, drummer, guitar, everyone is playing same rhythm, and whoever is singing, every single song you're singing.
So St. Thomas is should be on their radar.
Virgin Islands. St. Kitts, all of them. I'm telling you, start listening and just learn.
So I know you're a comic man. Marvel or DC, first of all. Okay, fair enough. And you saw Avengers. Okay. So I was sitting down, I was thinking, okay, like, if the Avengers, because there's a song out right now, I think it's by Skinny, talking about Soca Avengers. So that got me thinking, okay, so then, if we had to find a correlation between soca artists and some members of the Avengers, who would be who? So let me just go through the list. Let's go through the list. Okay, I'll ask maybe like 4 or 5 characters. Okay, so Tony Stark's Ironman. You know, bachelor, well not bachelor, but you know, he's a self-made man, you know, smart, innovative, clever.
I give him Marshall. Ironman is the leader of the Avengers, and Marshall is the king of soca right now. So
Okay, and then you have Captain America. Who would the Captain America be? And let's not make this like strictly just based on gender. Like if you know what you know, I'm just saying like personality of Captain America.
Just like pro-Caribbean and then I'll say Allison Hines.
Okay.
Just because Captain America was from back in the day, day one, frozen, come back.
And still killing it.
Allison Hines.
True. Back in the day.
Square One. Paloma. Everything. all of them, man. She's still killing it now. Still killing it. She had an underrated tune last year. I completely forgot the name of it, which I should have gotten so much more play. But went under the radar.
Who would be the Hulk?
The Hulk.
Actually, I just thought about who I think the Hulk would be.
The Hulk. Quiet. Actually, I'll give that to Lava. Very meat lover, man. I met him a few times. Small talk. Humble man. Talking, neighbors, double blood.
Bruce Banner.
He's a Bruce Banner.
He's a Bruce Banner.
And then he just gets the mic. Josh Reed! That's it.
Oh.
That's it. As soon as he gets out, he just stands still and everyone just goes crazy.
Okay, and then Black Panther.
Black Panther.
The Wakanda defender, king of Wakanda. T'Challa. Person that never refuses. That was I don't know if that was even a good African accent, but
that was horrible. You I get the garland, to a bunch of garland.
Okay. Why?
How he transitioned back in the day. Bungie, most people didn't really check for him, but
it's not a good fan base though.
He had a huge fan base. Was still rising, moving to the top. His music wasn't the traditional soca music, but there to our point, always spoke to the Gilly youths, the rich youths, all of them, and how he evolved into one of the kings.
Yeah,
Java.
And now
he became a king.
And now not that he's crossed over, but you hear people in the States talking about him too. And you mentioned
they talk
about him in the same breath.
That white girl there, they're posting about that. She's singing Bungie's music.
Which girl? You got to send me that, yo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
She had one hit last year.
And then who would be Thor? The god of thunder. So imagine Thor being skinny? Alright. Yeah. I can see that. Because it's just pure energy.
He can go to whatever island and just
mash it up.
Just scream and then everyone's like, yeah, he's here.
Yeah. Skinny's the one dude that I know, and I mentioned him in my last podcast that he's so versatile. I remember one year for a crop over, he made like a Asian song
in an Asian accent. Oh, that was
okay. It wasn't the best song,
but it was.
The fact that you even tried it and like it was produced and it went on radio and people had to chat.
I had a few plays in the feds here. I remember when that same year Stabby came down for Jingle Jams, him and Pong. Can't believe you got Pong with him up here.
Larger Pong, yo. Hard.
Greatest man to talk to. And they had her Jeff Jam. The young Jeff Jam, little brother. Asked him, how do you guys feel about Skinny doing the Bayesian song? No disrespect to the Bayesians. Like, it was a funny song. Like, it made sense and it was on the rhythm. It was nothing bad.
And he's friends with a lot of those guys, so I feel like I can only imagine like the laughter that was in the studio when he made that song. Because obviously he wasn't trying to be super serious about it, but he did it regardless, and it was hilarious.
Did he get played out in Bib?
I would think so. But I heard it.
I heard it up here, definitely. I go on YouTube to hear all my stuff.
I heard it, so I was like, okay, cool. Okay, so outside of soca, I know you mentioned, growing up, you heard, quote unquote, white people music. But then outside of soca, what other musical genres would you find yourself listening to?
Mainly hip hop and dancehall.
So here's a hip hop. Who are your top guys?
Right now, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah.
Don't remember this guy's name. Jordan
Lucas Joyer.
Joyer, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Came in the race song.
He has a lot of good videos, I will say. Yeah.
All storytelling. Make you sit down and think. Great music.
And then in terms of dancehall, who are you bumping?
Nowadays, not really too much.
No.
Not really. I play my pop run here and there.
Yeah.
If the song catches me, it catches me. But after like 2011 maybe, to me that's all that's just been.
Yeah, I feel you. So what do you have?
Of course, Cartel. We're talking.
Well, I mean, the man like still, and like
I don't understand. When they dropped a soca song and he was in jail, I'm like, how is this possible?
How? Hey, the man has connects, yo. I'm not even gonna try to get into that because
best studio in the world. Like what? Like what? Buju back in Jamaica is like, at least record music in jail.
Oh gosh.
He's out this year, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, so next plans for you in terms of where you're off to next. I know you mentioned that you do a lot of costumes in the VI. You planning on hitting a crop over this year or?
Crop over, not this year.
Okay, you going anywhere
Even
this
though
summer?
crop over is honestly my favorite carnival out of all the carnivals I've been to. And I've been to a lot of carnivals, trust me. This year, next week, I'm going to St. Vincent and St. Lucia.
Nice, okay.
First time it was in my home.
Yeah.
First time in St. Lucia, though. All of us, well, Keys, all of us, we're all going down.
A Mandarin trip.
No, some girls are coming too.
Alright.
But none of us been to St. Lucia. So we're going to be new to everything, the language barrier, everything, and I look forward to it.
I think that's going to be a great experience because a lot of times, especially since the fact that you guys are all going first timers,
Yeah.
you don't know what to expect.
I'm not putting my hopes up high. Think with me when it comes to trips, I never put my hopes up. Never. When I get there,
It's all about the same.
I'm gonna vibe up.
I feel with you, the energy that you bring, it doesn't matter what scenario happens. Because I remember there was one time in a fete, I didn't even know what fete it was, but I remember being in a fete and the vibes were so dead. And I mean, but it's like back in the day. And I remember like the vibes were kind of dead. And then like you and your crew were just like up into this hype. And I was like, yo, like I gotta give these guys their due because like I'm here chilling like, alright, cool, you know, just chilling, drinking a drink. And I see you, Booze, Keys, just carrying on. I'm just like, yo, look at these guys. So with that being said, I feel like you going down to St. Lucia and you and your boys and some of the girls, first timers, I think that shouldn't even be a problem. And St. Lucia is very, very, very beautiful.
To be fun, actually, I was down there last month, actually. 7 hour day.
You ever had Chairman Reserve?
No.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that because that rum.
Oh, it's a rum.
Yeah, it's a rum.
Yes, in St. Lucia.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's made in St. Lucia. There's a spice rum. I'll show you the bottle later. There's a spice rum.
I'm not too big on spice rum, but
No, but this one's good though. Like I had it, and I tried to bring a bottle back because I went to Saint Martin, and down there everything's cheap.
Yeah.
So got a bottle, came back up. Bottle got confiscated because for whatever reason, I tried to go through the airport with the bottle before going. Like I tried to get through customs.
So it's clear free.
So no. So
yeah.
it got taken away, snatched back. But then I found another bottle in duty free. Yo, when I hugged that bottle, bro. When I say I hugged it, I hugged the shit out of that bottle. It felt so good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you about that. When you go down there, check out that room. And I mean, you know, like
I had the bounty and plantation. I think that's horrible.
yeah.
Plantation.
They have a couple rums from different islands too. They have like a Barbados one, and like when I see the name, it kind of irks me. I'm just like,
Yeah, I was in Jamaica last month too, and the resort my cousin was staying at, rural resort. One area was called a plantation. You guys feel comfortable? Dinner in the plantation right now? Like,
bro, it
irked me.
especially nowadays too, with like the way the climate is in terms of racial. I guess like there's like a lot of racism going on right now.
Yes,
there's a lot of race
more and more you
issues
learn
and
about stuff that happened back in the day.
I feel like people who have certain properties like and they're calling a plantation, they definitely need to change their name or
I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know.
you need to at least take a look at
They
their
had
policies
plantations
and stuff like that.
in the Caribbean too.
Yeah, we understand that, but I
I'm
mean
pretty
those
sure-
days are done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a black person owns that resort, so they don't really care. I'm not getting that.
Say this whatever.
Yeah, to them, it's whatever.
Yeah.
People who work there and people who visit that resort, they should say,
Some of them just like talk
change,
up.
why is that name?
Use your,
you could call that anything.
Okay, so in terms of, you know, we see the game kind of, well not the game, but you know, we see a lot of dancing kind of shifting towards, I don't want to call it the art, but maybe it's the art of the art of twerking. Now, are you in the camp of twerking or walking up? Because I feel like there was whining, walking up, which a lot of Asians got flack for back in the day. I'm not gonna get into that, but you know, they did all that. But are you in the camp of twerking or walking? Because I'm more of a walk up guy. Like anyone can twerk. You don't even need a bump, and girls are still doing that motion, right?
Yeah.
Me, if you can walk up, it shows that you can actually dance.
Yes.
You're so like, what camp are you in?
Walk up whining. 100%. One, if a girl's twerking, I can't twerk with her. That's true. It might be fun to watch.
Like sit back and watch.
Yeah, it might be fun to watch and doing it. Like watching like guys dance to girls to hip hop music and the twerk. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like whatever works for you, teach your own. But a real nice walk up or a sweet slow wine any day of the week. Any day.
The worst thing about it is when you see, well, I won't say the worst thing about it, but the funniest thing to me is when you see a guy and there's a girl like twerking and he makes the mistake to try to like dance on her. It's like, bro, no, like what are you doing? Stop.
Even when the girl's whining by herself, enjoying it, sometimes I just like to sit back and watch it, yes.
Oh yeah.
Thing. And then some fool will just come and try to walk up on her and gets rejected. Now I'm vexed and she's vexed for ruining the whole wine. Like, why are you there for that?
Yo, I see that way too many times, bro.
Oh,
way too many times. Fellas, listen. If a girl is dancing by herself, sometimes let her dance by herself and see where it leads to. Don't try to inch up behind it and then think you're gonna catch a wine or a bubble or a piece of the twerk, because it's not gonna happen. And then if you're insecure,
we all have.
We all have.
Rejection is a real thing.
No. Let's be 100% clear. We're gonna be clear though, okay? We've all fell for it, no matter what. But I mean, after you get it the first time, don't try again. You know, just let it be. Just let it be, okay? See where her dance is going. And the best way to avoid it is see what another guy does. If another guy does that and she's saying, and she like backs away, gives him the look, that's like your clear cut to be like, I'm not even gonna try.
Just wait for eye contact. Wait.
That's true.
Honestly, ladies, give something.
Yeah.
Give something. And honestly, if you can't whine, especially when you whine with me, I will tell you to get off me.
So this like Barobi Russell now.
Hey, if you feel the tap on the shoulder or the tap on your waist or just knee that's coming off you, hey, so equality, it's just maintain, do for do, equal rights, all them things.
Yo, I've never heard that before.
No, I'm not taking no more. I'm not. If all you can do is push back and not whine, you just push it back.
Okay, yes. That's a problem. I've been in feds.
Like, just push it. I'm like, look at this.
Girls are just like, just. And the funny thing is, yo, they felt so nice. They felt like, yeah, he can't handle it. Yeah.
Push it back. Like, I'm not pushing you back. I'm actually trying to whine with you. Fine, let's move.
You gotta pull that. You gotta pull that basketball move. That basketball move. When someone's trying to like post you up, you just move back and then fall off.
Yeah, man, pull the chair out. Fall down.
Speaking of ball, who do you have for NBA Finals? Golden State or the Cavaliers?
I don't care who wins, but Golden State is going to win. LeBron has to win. Literally. If LeBron has to play perfect every single game, and he did the first game, man, they still lost.
He has to score like 80 points.
He has to score 80 points.
And get like 20 boards.
If the rest of the players don't score like... At least 2 to 3 players don't score 15 and more points.
Forget about it. Alright, so where can people reach you? Because I know you have a lot of things going on. You have, I mean, obviously not right now, but in the winter you got the F Winter Bowl, right?
Winter coming up in October.
Okay. And more recently you have?
More recently I have XL, Kid Cut's party, Big Up Kid Cut.
Yeah.
June 24th on the River Gambler. Few tickets left, $50. Hit me up on
hurry.
Instagram, Soca Smackdown, all one word. My Facebook, Jaret Soca Smackdown George. My name is Jaret, 1R, 1T. So I put 2 of them in there. Snapchat, Soca Smackdown, but I ain't on it too much.
Yeah.
Easy, and you get my phone number off those social media websites also. July 23rd. I could be wrong. I Like Summer. It's Brenton B's boat ride.
Yep.
That's early bird right now is $45. But my boat ride, August 1st on the River Gambler, is called Benvenido. Welcome to Caravana. It's a night ride from 9 to 2 p.m.
Night rides are blessed though.
It's on a
Night
Wednesday.
rides are very blessed.
Yes, it's on a Wednesday. I know I'm working tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But if you could take a whole week off to leave the country and do it,
You can do it here too.
you can do it here. You can do it here too. Just go to work tired, whatever you feel like it. And
Just don't fall asleep at your office, please don't. Or if you're driving.
And if you do, that means you had fun the night before. That's what it is. Tickets for that $40. And I have another boat ride August 19th, also the River Gamblers, called Naked, White and Bright. And info of that will come after, which is August 1st.
I like it. Man has a full rollout of
yes, and
of
next
fest,
year
man.
I have plans for a lot more parties.
I love it.
Started more things to do with carnival and costumes. I don't want to say too much because you get your idea.
No. We're gonna keep that locked in. Keep that locked in.
I'm working on stuff. Don't worry what and the word what, but working on stuff.
When you know, you know.
You'll see it.
You'll see it.
I've been making costumes for honestly 10 years.
Okay.
Maybe not designing my own stuff, but I've been putting together king and queens and frontline, backline costumes for like 8-10 years now.
Well versed in the culture, yo.
Yes, I love Soca to the death.
Soca to the death.
Carnival to the death. Everything. Oh, yeah, love it.
Alright, so Rio, thanks for coming on the show. Once again, it's Jaret Soca Smackdown. You can reach him at IG on Soca Smackdown. You can reach me at Wuffy.exchange on IG. And bro, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations on the podcast.
Hey man, we're just cooking up. We got we're gonna try, we're trying to push it,
Come season 2 when I have to come back for another one.
Oh, yeah. Bro, that's already in the works.
Season 2, I'm coming back.
Bro, I thought I was going to keep this shit in the box. You're not supposed to tell me,
I'm telling you, you're gonna have season 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I'm coming back each season. I'll have something new every season.
You heard it here, yo.
Goals.
Anyways, this is Wuffy, Jaret, and thanks for watching. Until next time.